Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? I hope that you all are doing well. I know it's been almost a month since I've been on, but welcome to another session of Power Session Live with yours truly, DMP Speaks. If this is your first time, my name is David M. Pinkston, but I go by the name of DMP Speaks. And this is Power Session Live. This is my live talk show. And I'm a motivational speaker and a self-esteem and confidence coach. I come on here every Thursday at 9 p.m. I do different videos to inspire you and to motivate you, not just to inspire and to motivate you, but to get you moving so that you can become the best version of yourself. I need you all to do me just one favor, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Share this message with someone. Tonight is very, very, very important. Literally, we're not going to be on long tonight. I just want to give you some inspiration. I want to help you. I want to help you grow tonight. And this is it's like a special topic. It's really what we see, what's going on. So tonight we're going to be talking about how to get through some difficult times. I do apologize for my tardiness, but we're going to go ahead and get started. Do me a favor, please share this on your page. Let somebody know that I am on. I really just want to just be open and talk to you guys tonight. No specific reason, any other kind of conversation. I just really just want to be open if I can with you guys, because there's a lot that is, really going on. A lot of stuff that we see in today, not just society, but it's a lot going on. So again, the title tonight is How to Get Through Some Difficult Times. I missed y'all. I really did. I was telling my wife, I was like, I gotta come. I had a long day today, but I said, I gotta come on and see my people. I gotta come on and give you what I have to encourage you tonight. So again, tonight we're talking about how to get through some difficult times. We are living in some very treacherous times. It's like almost sometimes unbearable for the things that we are dealing with in our world, not just in the United States, not just in Africa or Europe or Asia, right? South America, all the continents, all the countries. We're dealing with a global pandemic. Think about that. Just think about that for a moment. A global pandemic that it's everywhere. It's literally everywhere. We're dealing with this COVID. Now, on top of dealing with COVID since around February, March of last year, until now we're dealing with this Delta variant, and it's sweeping through the land. Not only are we dealing with that, I don't know if some of you have seen, but the tornadoes, the hurricanes, especially the tornado that landed down in the New York City area. I don't know about you. I have good friends there. I have family there. I have siblings there. I have a couple aunts on my father's side. I got people that I know that live in the Brooklyn area, that live in Queens, that live in Manhattan. So after I get off, I have to make some calls. I got to do some texts because I need to know if everybody's okay. And we're dealing with this vaccine. Should I get vaccinated? Should I not? Should I go and get it? Should my child not? Some people are afraid. I'm not going to get into what I'm doing, but, I have chose to not do it right now. I guess pretty much said it. I just chose not to do it right now. I'm not going to give my a feeling about it yet, but we're dealing with all of this. I mean, every time I've been on Facebook, somebody's passing away. Somebody is leaving here. And we're dealing with sickness beyond just COVID. People are dealing with cancers. People are dealing with lung disease. We're dealing with so many difficult times, right? And you might say, man, you just made me feel bad, even worse. Not trying to, I have a point of what I'm saying just tonight, just for like 7 minutes. You have to believe somewhere in your soul, in your mind, that things will get better. I know this is one of the most trying times that you have seen or dealt with or dealing with. This is some of the most difficult times I've been dealing with for the last couple years. Can't even get into it. But everybody, I don't care if you have money or you don't, if you have a good job or you don't, and you live in a nice house or you don't, everybody is dealing with something. Everybody is dealing with a situation. But let's be honest, a lot of us are dealing with situations differently than other people. If we can be frank, if we can be honest, if we can be transparent, because this is what this show is, power session. I want you to be powered. I want you to feel empowered. Now, some of us, and I'm not judging, but some of us are drinking, we're smoking, we're sexing it up. We quit our jobs, not to do entrepreneurship, not to do it, but because of the pressure, because of the trauma, because of what we're dealing with mentally. Some of us are walking around acting like we're happy, but we're not. Some of us are miserable, and we don't have to be. Now, you might say, well, that sounds good, but you don't know my situation. I probably don't. But the one thing that I can say to you is it will get better. It's going to turn around for you. And I know that sounds like a cliche. It just sounds like nice words to say. Oh, that's DNP Speaks. He's a motivational speaker. This is not just me speaking. This is me coming to your kitchen. This is me coming to your chair. This is me coming to your bedroom. This is me coming to your couch and saying to you, as you watch this, whenever you watch this, it will get better. I know it doesn't seem like that right now, but it will get better. How do I know? How do I know? How do I know that things are going to get better? That's what I believe. That's called faith. Now, we're not going to get super spiritual tonight, but this is just who I am. And I hope that you understand where I'm coming from. We are all getting attacked, and we just think it's just by chance because there's a tornado and there was a flood going on in New York City. And I'm praying, my heart goes out to them. Louisiana, so many places that are dealing with hurricane. We already know down south is dealing with it. People are dying. Sickness amongst the land. We have to believe that things will get better. How do we get to our place in our minds that things will get better? Because news don't help us all the time, because they're just continuously telling us time after time, it's bad news, it's bad news, it's bad news. This is happening. You're getting a phone call, you're getting a text, and it can be overwhelming. I understand. I just felt very led to get on just for a few moments to give you something that I feel is very, very important. Sometimes we might overlook these things, but these are just 4 simple things that I really, really want to give you. And I hope that you take this in. You can put this on your tablet. You can write it down. But I want you to really take this in, what I'm saying, because this is coming from the heart. Because a lot of you are suffering. You guys are suffering. And you don't have to suffer by yourself. Do you hear what I'm saying? Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. A lot of you are suffering, and you don't have to suffer. You don't have to deal with your issues, your situations by yourself. And I know you say you don't know me. Well, you got somebody that cares for you, want to see you do well. You have someone. So the first thing that I want to talk about really quickly is, and I wrote most of these down, so please write this down, is strong communication and connection with friends and family. I know that sounds crazy, right? Why would I want to call my friends and my family? Well, I'll say this. If you have a great relationship with your family, that should be one of the biggest things that you do. Listen, do me a favor. Please tell people that I'm on. I promise you, I won't hold you long. I just want to get this out because I really want to help somebody that's thinking about suicide, thinking about taking their life, thinking about walking out on their wife, walking out on their husband, walking out on their children, because they're so boggled down. There are men out there right now that are so boggled down in their minds. They don't know what to do with themselves. They say, I don't have enough of money to do this, or I feel disrespected, or I feel alone, I feel by myself. There are people watching tonight feeling all by themselves, and you don't have to feel like this anymore. So the first thing is strong communication with your friends and family. What does that mean? This simply means calling them. If it's a FaceTime, if it's a text, if you had an alt with your friends or family, calling them, having a communication, getting that. If you don't have the best communication, start somewhere. This is the perfect time to do it now, to talk to that family member, to talk to that close friend, whatever the situation is, even if it's 20 years ago, making it right now, getting a better communication. You hurt me, or I hurt you, I'm sorry. See, we don't never say I'm sorry enough. Can we start over? Can we do it over? Can we start fresh? Some people are holding on to grudges, and this is why some people are so bowed down and with trouble and trauma and horrible feelings about their past, because they don't have the best communication. We haven't forgiven them. They haven't forgiven that person, but we need strong communication. And we need to connect, or I'll even go a little bit further. We need to reconnect with our friends and family that's been there through the thick and the thin, things that have happened to us, but that family member, those good friends, and you have isolated yourself. You don't have to continue to isolate yourself anymore. Open yourself up to that person. Open up yourself up to that friend. If they're calling you, if they're texting you, they just really want to see how you're doing. Having a great friend is so important, and it's so vital these days and times. There's so many people are only your friends, or only befriending you because of what they can get from you or being associated with you. I don't want no friends that's just with me because of my name. Be my friend because you care about me. Be my friend because you're concerned about me. Be my friend because you love me as me, for me. If you have that friend and you haven't connected with that person, or you haven't connected with your mom, you haven't connected with your father, if you haven't connected with that sister or brother or that cousin that you grew up with, and y'all kind of went separate ways, today is the day that you can change those things. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect, but things can change. Next thing is, and this is a big one, I want you to start, even in these difficult times, how do you focus? So we have strong communication and connection with our friends and family. The next thing is exploring and discovering yourself. It is so vitally important that we find ourselves in these difficult times. How do you do that? You start spending some time by yourself. Now, you might say, DMP speech, you're contradicting yourself. Why would you tell me to build communication and connection with my friends and family, and then the next one you're telling me to explore and discover you? Because that's very important to do. But before you can move on to friends and family, you have to spend some time for yourself. You have to make some time for yourself. You got to explore and discover who you are. Who were you supposed to be? Because some of us are not even doing the things that we were called to do. Not because we didn't know. Some of us knew what we were supposed to do, and we shied away from it. We were actually supposed to be that doctor when we just settled for that particular job. Now, I'm not being disrespectful in anybody's position or wherever you work at, but there are certain things that you know you are supposed to do, but you never did it because you didn't explore that gift. You didn't explore that talent that you had, that this world needs from you. So it's time to explore who you are. Really sit down. You know what I do? I put this YouTube on. I have it's called soaking music. So it could be instrumental. It could be something piano, whatever it is. It gives me a time to be calm, to really kind of center myself, and really give myself a time to really open my mind, open my heart, open my soul, so that I can be able to be get some rest, if I can put it like that, to get not just sleep rest, but mental rest. A lot of you need mental rest, but you got to explore, who am I? That's the question that I want you to answer. And that's the question I want to pose to you tonight. Have you, during this COVID situation, during this, all these floods and all these things, have you sat down and started to explore yourself, to really get to know you before anybody else can get to know you? Have you explored yourself, and have you discovered something new about yourself? Have you discovered how wonderful you are? Maybe you have found some things that you need to change. Maybe there's some things that you're saying, man, I really need to change myself. I really need to change my attitude, work on my attitude. I need to work on my relationship, not just with other people, but myself. You got to have a relationship. What does a relationship entails? You got to love yourself. You have to appreciate yourself. You have to admire yourself. You have to look in the mirror every day and say, you know what? I love that face. I love those lips. I love those eyes. I love those hair. I love those hands. I tell myself every day, I love who I am because God made me who I am. Sometimes it sounds funny. It sounds so weird to do, but some of us have never told ourselves that I love myself. It's not a selfish thing. It's a you thing. It's a me thing. Next thing, and I don't mean to spend too much time, but I need to get that out. Now, some of you do this, some of you don't. And again, this is not judging, but I really believe this will help you. Praying, meditating, and alone time. Like I already kind of explained it, but praying. Some of you might have a relationship with God. Some of you might not. And again, your relationship with God may not look like mine. I'll say that again. Your relationship with God or a higher power, however you want to say it, it may not look like mine. And that's okay. As long as you are being open to, and this is just my opinion, to the one true God. I'm not going to go too religious or spiritual, but this is just true. You give your time and your effort to everything, and you wonder why things are so up in array, and you're not giving the time that you need to God. This is the opportune time in difficult times to get on your knees. If you can't get on your knees, get on the chair or something and quiet all the noise that's going around, all the chaos that's going around you, and pray. And then meditation, closing your eyes, and not just closing your eyes physically, but closing your eyes that spiritually. Like some things you can be so in tune with. I don't want to get too far into it, but you can be so in tune to things that you don't need to be in tune in. And you got to turn these faucets off. You got to turn some things off so that you can hear the Father, so you can hear clearly what your next assignment is, where you need to go. Meditation time, and then alone time. I'm able to think so clear because I make some time for myself now. I didn't know what that meant. I thought it was just me sitting there and not saying nothing. No. It's me sitting there, giving myself time for myself so that I can think clearly. What's my next several moves? I'm not just praying for me and mine. I'm praying for other people. I'm meditating. I'm interceding. Interceding is praying on somebody else's behalf, seeing them do well, not just you, but someone else's situation. It's very, very important to do that. So praying, meditation, or meditating or alone time. And the last one is, and we're done, having hope, having joy, and having peace inside of you. A lot of you don't have no hope, joy, or no peace. If we can be honest, and then I'm done, and I'll be transparent. There are times that I have not went to sleep because there was so much on my mind. A lot of you are like that. So much on your mind, you don't even know how to rest sometimes. You don't even find yourself resting like you're supposed to. My question is, when are you going to get some rest for yourself? When are you going to build up your faith? When are you going to build up your hope? Because nobody else can do it for you but you. Just let that sink in for a moment. Just give me 2 minutes and we're done. It is so important to find hope. You might say, well, I don't know where hope is. Well, hope is it's around you. Because everything is not bad. Everything is not lost. You woke up this morning, you're able to see, you're able to move. Your family is still here. Listen, I've lost my father. I've lost different family members to COVID. Still dealing with things. But there's a joy that I have inside. As my mother said, the world can't take it. So that means people can't take that away from me. There's a joy that I have. And because I have this joy follows me. Is everything perfect? No, but there's a peace. Some of you need peace tonight. I feel this very strongly. You need peace tonight. A lot of you don't have peace when you go to sleep. Some of you are smiling and laughing at work with your mask on, and you're joking, you're texting, and you're FaceTiming. But when your head hits the pillow, some of you don't have no peace. Some of you are all over the place, and you're wondering why when you get up, or you can't get that much sleep, or you're up at night, because you don't give yourself over to something bigger than yourself. You don't give your problems over to someone that's bigger than you, that can handle your problems. So I'll leave that right there. But I thank you so much for your time. We are living in some difficult times, but all is not lost, everybody. Do you hear what I'm saying? Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Everything is not lost. And because everything is not lost, you haven't lost your mind yet. You haven't lost your joy. It might have went somewhere, but you didn't lose it. And if you felt like you lost it, you can get it back. You might feel like you don't have any peace right now, but peace is coming around the corner. It's for you. It's for you. But you have to be able to take it back. How do you take it back? Start spending some time with yourself. Turning that TV off, even turning the phone off. And really taking some time and doing some inventory for yourself, some self-inventory. What do I need to do? Where do I need to go? What changes do I need to make? Who do I need to be around? Am I in the wrong place? Am I in the wrong relationship? Am I hanging around the wrong people? Not if they're smoking and drinking. No, you could be around people that are nice and they're wasting and they're draining you. That's a whole nother subject for another day. I just want to get on. I know I went over my time. I apologize. But I really wanted to just spend a little time to encourage you tonight, because there's a lot of things going on. And I'm going to do a part 2 to this. And I'll probably have somebody come on that I feel would be a help to you. But I hope that this was a help to you, because everything is not lost. It's really not. Believe me from my heart. I would never tell you anything that I didn't feel. All is not lost. But you got to believe things will get better, because they will. Increase who you are. Take time for yourself. Connect with those friends. Connect with those family members that's always been there. Reconnect with them. Spend some time with yourself. Pray, meditate. Find that joy. Find that rejuvenation. Find that peace that you so need, so that you can get some sleep at night, that you can get up in the morning and do it all over again, because all is not lost, even in these difficult times. better is coming for you. Thank you so much for your time, for coming on a Power Session Live. And before I let you go, if you're looking for a coach, you really need some assistance, you need some guidance, you need some direction, and you just feel like you're not getting it. What you have is kind of working, but it's not working for you. And you need somebody to help you walk through this journey called life. I want to help you be that coach. I want to help you be that person, the better version of yourself. If you are looking for something like that, if you're looking for that help, I want you to put in the comments, I need help. And I'm going to send you a personal invitation to sign up for one of my calls, offline, private, that you can open yourself up and we can talk and we can have dialogue. It's so important to me that all the people that I work with know that they get a personal touch from me, because I want to see you better, not just for today, but for your future. Listen, I love you all. Thank you so much for your time. I'll be back on next Thursday at 9 p.m. for another Power Session Live with yours truly, DMP Speaks. Love you all and have a wonderful, blessed, be safe, y'all. Be safe. Have a great night. Peace.